My name is Kaji Brown.
My name is Byron Francis,
My name is Kevin Honorio.
and today we're going to talk about mass incarceration.
Some of you guys might wonder what mass incarceration is.
Mass incarceration is the jailing of a large number of people, mostly black men. In one of three black men are more likely to go to prison. In one of 17 white men are more likely to go to prison.
America has 5% of the world's population. But if you compare to the other number that it also has, which is America has 25% of the world's prisoners. It's a very big difference between 25% of prisoners and 5% of population.
A large part in the of mass incarceration is the war on drugs. The war on drugs started with the Nixon administration. During Nixon's term, there was a lot of protests against Vietnam War with the hippies and civil rights protests as well. And in order to shut that down, he decided to target and criminalize the drugs that both parties were often associated with. For blacks, it was heroin. And for hippies, it was marijuana. So by targeting those drugs and heavily criminalizing them, he was able to target those groups and were able to arrest them.
Crack cocaine, which is a cheaper version of cocaine. But they used it as a way to target African Americans and Latinos. They made it seem as it was the biggest problem in America, which it really wasn't.
And then the Clinton administration made it worse when they signed a bill stating that all drug users, anyone caught with drugs, must serve a mandatory minimum of their sentencing, which was 85%. Me and my team have come up with a solution for mass incarceration. We have actually two. Well, there's two parts to it. One being we end the war on drugs. We stop condemning certain drugs and saying that they're a danger to society, one of the most dangerous things for the community, when in fact they're not as harmful as some of the other things that happen to society, such as guns. And we also stop making it a priority that we believe we have to not make it a priority where we think that, oh, because people are using this drugs, we must send them to jail. We must place them in containment like jail. Second, we end the stereotype or like the belief that, oh, blacks are associated with drugs. Because when you actually look at the statistics, blacks and whites use the same drugs almost the same amount. And in some aspects, whites actually use the drugs even more than blacks. But when you look at the arrest rate for drugs, we see that the arrest rate for blacks using those drugs are way higher than whites.